Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends. And
that's how it begins.
What up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the Nonamerspodcast. We have a really good one for you guys today. I'm Nestor.
The Rapture.
Adrian.
And Arthur.
And we have a special guest with us. He hasn't been here in like a year and a half, 2 years?
He was like, no, it's since the jump, because
It's been a mean minute.
he was like episode 13 or something like that.
No, we had another one after that.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you've had two.
Yeah, because
Judge Mo
he had been a
Dollars,
dad.
I think is one. And then
Mo
the
money.
Swerve, the Club Swerve one.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there's two.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. So go ahead and
yeah.
introduce yourself.
To the people in No Namer Land, I'm Big Mo.
Yep.
I got love for y'all, and let's do this thing.
Well, thank you for coming, first of all.
Man.
Yeah, honestly.
The episodes you do are always like some of the highlights of I think the 174 episodes we had.
Yeah, man.
And we've done that many?
We've done that many.
Yeah.
We've done 100. That means there's 174 hours, plus hours
Yeah.
of
That's
us
our
talking and
early
rambling. Basically, all our
20s.
early 20s till now, we have some
Documented.
sort of document for it and what we were doing and what we were thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every episode you've done has been really great. You're one of our best guests.
Man, that's hey,
And that's why we always try to get you to come back.
man.
I think the first time you were here, it was you guys still weren't expecting Joy, I think.
No.
Oh, wow.
No, because-
So that was yeah.
Because he was saving up for the wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
You're still saving up for the
Exactly.
wedding.
Wow, it's been a minute.
It was.
Oh my god.
Right.
Time goes by fast.
So now we can listen to you can listen to a pod and know exactly where your headspace was at.
Exactly. I might have to go back on that now just to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think right after that one, your second episode was, I think, like 6 months or 8 months after Joy.
Yeah.
Because
sounds about right.
everything was, all our questions was like, how have things changed now?
Yeah.
Now that you're a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how has life changed and like your views changed? And I guess we're gonna start with that question again
Man.
because that episode is before Russell,
Yes, right before Russell.
right before Russell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So now,
Yeah.
so now there's like 3 Mo's: pre-Joy,
Well, there's
Joy.
pre-married.
yeah,
Pre-married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pre-marriage.
Yeah, I didn't get here with y'all when I was pre-married though.
you might have already been married.
Yeah,
I was
but-
married definitely when I came.
Yeah,
Definitely
Yeah.
when I came,
Oh,
I was
okay.
married.
He was
Yeah,
just saving up for the wedding.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
we had,
That's right.
we did it.
So it was
big.
pre-wedding mode. We'll say
Mhm.
pre-wedding mode.
Pre-wedding mode.
And then pre-Joy, and now it's after Russell.
Yeah.
So now there's been like 3 sections of Mo that have been here in the No Namers, and there's been endless of us here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But
I follow.
how have things changed from the last Mo? Like you had just had your second kid, now you're going on your third kid.
Right.
How are things different?
Man, that's
No,
not
he-
a loaded question, man. Like
he had just had 1 kid. Now he's on 2 kids.
no.
No.
Remember, he has
This is
You
their kid.
forgot.
His
You forgot
daughter.
about
He has a
the
daughter.
bum baby mama too. You forgot about that too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yeah, there
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I forgot.
Oh.
But yeah,
I forgot about the
As
bump
always.
stuff.
it's just, but I like that you just acknowledge these two. That's
Yeah.
so
At least you could see him.
right.
It's the bro code in me, though.
I'm telling you, I get it.
It's the bro code in
That's
me.
what's up, man. I appreciate you. A lot of the same, really, but a lot of changes as well. Just just different things. Like at the time, my wife was working; she was doing things, and now with the 2 kids, she's a stay-at-home mom now. So I go out there and get it.
Yeah.
so,
I have to.
so a lot of times I'm either rarely at home or I'm there in the morning and I'm able to give her a little time, or you just try and find a balance. Like today was a good balance day because I just took off from the day job.
Yeah.
And just was like, we just gonna make a day out of this.
Yeah.
And conveniently, that's why I was telling y'all, I was like, it should line up on the 7th that I should be able to be here. And we set it off and
that's what's up.
talk about what we talk about and do what we do. Because I think you want to say something, baby?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah,
Should be our
She gets
youngest.
shy.
yeah, that's what she gonna do. I wish y'all could see it. It's a lot cuter on in person.
She's smiling.
But,
She's covering her eyes.
Man,
She can't look Nestor in the eyes.
man, all right. It's so sexy. So at the same time, it's the same because you still try and keep principles the same as what they are, and you try not to let the moment get too big. Because that's where stress settles in.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's the same, but it's just changes. It's adjustments.
An adjustment.
I'll say adjustments. That's what I'll say. So yeah, I mean, just the whole thing is
It's just staying adjusting.
adjusting, balancing.
How hard is like that balance of like having to work and like spending quality time with the family?
Flesh wise, it's rough as hell.
Yeah.
It's rough, flesh wise. But thankfully, and I thank my wife for giving me this avenue to utilize. Religion plays a big part in how I'm able to deal with it. So I'm not sure if I ever mentioned it or said it to anybody, but we're Baptists. So we do the whole church thing. Sunday, the hoop and holler. We there from 8:00 and can be there all the way until 1 in the afternoon. So and we just in there doing what we do. But the basis of it is just knowing that you take yourself out of the situation and you put the higher being in it and run through that, so to speak. So when I do that, when it gets to that point, that's the first thing I know to go to. No different than He-Man getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And
Masters
he
of
go
the
to
Universe?
he pulls his sword out. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I have to do when it comes to the situations that I go through, in life. So yeah, man, it's just one of them signs of growing up, man. Just one of the things you deal with, and you just make it happen because the bills ain't gonna stop.
Nope.
Because you tired.
Yeah.
True.
They'll come.
They'll
and
keep coming.
Man, they will cut the gas off.
Man.
They will take your car.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
will put a lien on your paycheck. They'll do all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Foreclosures, all those kind of
they
tricks,
don't
man.
care.
They don't play.
They want them bills. They want them ducats. They want all that. So that's the mindset you got to put in. Is that it's necessary. Got to get done. So but you find them sweet pleasures in life. Like you go to the fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go have you a drink or two.
Yeah.
You pull up. Pokemon Go, and you just go do your thing.
Definitely. You have
Just
to.
do what you got to
Just
do.
shake your head now.
Hey, I speak for the people.
I don't play Pokemon.
You don't play Pokemon Go. I don't play that stuff either.
I gamble.
I saw it on the YouTube channel.
Because like the only reason I ask is because like I think we all had the case where we've all had like fathers that had to work,
Right.
and they spent the majority of their time working.
Yeah.
But that's
And it's-
anyone.
Well, not
anyone.
Not everyone has a
Not-
father. In their life.
exactly.
Not everyone has a father that works all the time.
Right.
And it's just a curious thing. It was like, because like I don't think any of us ever had the conversation about like, or I don't know
With
if
our
they have,
fathers.
Yeah.
about like, how was it like having to be at working all the time instead of being with us,
Right.
like because you have to pay bills,
Yeah, man.
and like it just to get that insight of like the father's perspective that has to do that,
Yes, sir.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? I'm dating a girl now, and she notices how much I work. She's like, "Is that how you're gonna be if we were ever married?" I'm like, "It's gonna be worse."
Right. It's
gonna be worse.
I'm the type of guy who'll work 100 hours and be like, "Tough break."
Yeah.
You want the BMW or not?
With that bag, with the shoes.
Yeah.
You
just live the life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of how it goes down, and you like I said, in that 100 hours, I don't know the numbers of per week. Was it 144?
156.
68 or 56? Is
I think.
What, a week?
56,
in a
yeah.
week? 56,
Work
it's
week?
168. How many hours?
It's 168
168.
Oh,
That's
168.
for a
kinda-
full week. Like
For
if
a
you count
full
every hour,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Okay.
24 hours,
yeah.
Times
7
seven,
days.
yeah.
So you start doing the math. Okay, I got to do these 100 hours.
It's 168.
So
Yeah.
I got 68 to do. All
Yeah.
right, out of that 68, I'm gonna need this much for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may have 1 hour per day, like that you can basically devote to her.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that's that hour. But that other 100, you got to go out there and get it. So yeah. So, but
Yeah.
it just comes down to, like I said, the balance
Cheeto.
and the adjustments.
Because like an hour a day would mean you'd be still left with like 61 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not. And then if you calculate sleep, depending how much sleep you want to get.
Right.
And you
I need-
do want to get some sleep because
I need-
that just makes your work a lot
Oh,
harder.
man, I'm telling you, it's tough.
So that's tough, man. It gives you like maybe a day worth of time you get to have like quality time if you're not relaxing during that time.
if you're not trying to unwind.
Yeah. So, like, you know, that's why I like when this time comes around because it's a time that she absolutely detests. This is the time when fantasy football comes around.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Look, it's a. You know what? She's seen the highs and the lows of it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she knows that
There's passion.
there's a whole lot of passion
Give me
comes
that.
with it, you know. So that's another pleasure. of mine that I
exactly,
have.
yeah.
You have to
So,
have
you know,
the small wins in life.
You have
Yeah.
to. You have to. Even if your player goes down,
Yep.
you know, week 2.
Oh,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Or Jamal Charles might not start.
Oh man, look,
I was so glad I'm in take him.
agony. Agony. But you know, it's joy in that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's cool, man. It's I count it all joy. You know, I just everything that comes. I try not to look at anything bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is either good or educational.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So it can
Great
get
way
better.
to look at it.
Yeah, like let's say I pick up a hot coal. Okay,
Yeah.
I touch this hot coal. Ouch, that hurt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I see another hot coal the next time. I'm not touching that again. 'Cause
Exactly.
I know last time.
Unless
that
you
damn
like
thing hurt.
pain.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you mess with a girl at one point. Okay, you mess with her, deal with her to a certain point. Okay, you have a baby with her, things go bad. I got to leave this month. You know,
Yeah.
I can't mess with her ever
I
again.
got to go.
You know, and if I see anybody that cares anything like her, I know everything that she didn't show me and I didn't see.
Stay away.
Stay away from that. I can't mess with that anymore.
Most definitely.
Growing experiences.
Growing experiences, man. You
I feel that.
Yeah.
So you just roll with the punches and keep it moving. Cause
Yeah.
Perspective.
It's perspective, man. That's really what it is. You let the moment get to you, it's just gonna bring you down, man.
True
Yeah.
that. True that.
Press the hell out of you, and I'm. Oh, okay. There we go.
She knows.
Yes, and like if I get depressed, my wife will tell you, man, it's a bad thing.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like-
Oh, it could be crippling.
It's crib, man. Like, and I don't really have a gray matter. I don't have a gray area.
Uh-huh.
Like, I really roll, black or white. Like it's
Yeah.
like one or the other. You know, I
Uh-huh.
can't really. It's hard.
There's no middle
There's no
ground.
middle ground.
Because the middle it leaves room for what's the word I want to say? Whatever. It leaves you to waver. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
you don't
where-
know where you're at.
so if you set limits and you set a certain thing, like I'm gonna go for this, but I ain't gonna go for that, it just makes things a lot simpler. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's kind of so when I get to certain areas where I'm like down, I'm down.
Yeah.
But I'm not there for long because I know at some point I gotta get up.
Yeah. There's not enough time in,
Do you
in
think
the
it's
day
because you have kids,
to
or
be
you
down
got,
too
like-
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can easily tell you if
Damn. That's
Yep.
what I need to
Yeah. Well,
Careful what you wish for, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I mean, kids are a part of it, but it's a bigger answer than that.
Yeah, okay.
So I got a lot of mentors now, and that's one of the things that really kind of got me on my thing, kind of got me on my stuff. one of my mentors wound up telling me something really important. And it's something that I tell all my young homies, anybody that may not be on track with something going, and it's just something that everybody should have. And he told me that you have there are two most important days in your life. The first is when you were born.
Yeah.
The second is the reason you figure out why.
Yeah.
Purpose, dog.
And you find your purpose.
Yeah.
Like when you find that, that's when everything kind of lines up. So like, and it's crazy because I thought I had purpose when I had my first daughter. I thought I had it was just I got to do for her, but still something it didn't really click. I was just kind of like still just rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I met my wife. And we started doing our thing. She kind of shared some things with me, and it was stuff that kind of it actually very much lined up with what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be about. And it was like, yeah, I can learn. That's what I want to do.
You started a family. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we got things going, and I fell into my purpose. So now, like, if somebody talks to me at work prior to my situation and they're talking to me in some manner like they don't know I won't just snap their neck off, it might be a thing to where okay, I'm about to be written up, I'm about to be so on and so forth. But now somebody talks to me in a certain manner, I don't even put myself in the position to be affected
in those situations.
Because I'm not here for me.
No, exactly.
I'm here for a wife that depends on me to come home at night.
Yeah.
Not even just putting food on the table and paying bills, so on and so forth.
Not to be part of that
be
life.
there.
Just coming home.
Yeah.
Where I'm at, and I'm sure y'all can attest to where y'all at as well, it's a lot of people that don't make it home all the time.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? They, whether they...
Ask Juan.
Man, I'm saying,
There's snags in life.
Yeah. So...
What happened? I don't know. Look online.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
So... Like, that's an important thing for, my wife, because she's also putting trust in me.
Yeah.
To come home, to pay the bills, to, take her out on dates, to, get the kids diapers when they need it. Milk.
To be a husband.
To be a father. All that, man. So
provider, yeah.
So, like, that's, like, my purpose. That's it's easier for me to go through things in life.
Because, it's not just you anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
and there's a reason for living.
Exactly.
It's a reason to live.
Like there's a reason you go to work. There's a reason for this. There's a reason you put.
Yeah, because I want a house,
shit.
dog. Because I want the guap.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. And so I wouldn't say it's necessarily about having kids,
But just finding purpose.
It's just finding that purpose.
I think
purpose.
I think it's about having like a long-lasting purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's not just setting one goal of like I want to get this thing.
Right.
It's like it's this thing that like you keep chasing and you keep maintaining, and that's why it keeps fueling you.
That's the human condition to keep.
Because like
chasing that.
if your purpose is like I want to buy a house, and that means your purpose ends when you buy that house.
Yeah.
And now you're like, what?
Because that's actually just a goal. That's not
My
the
next
well,
purpose.
because some people have purposes where they want material things.
Yeah.
My next
But that's
purpose
why when they
is to beat my bookie, dog.
who you have
Right.
break the bank.
Right.
Break the curse, dog.
So that's real talk, man. That's that's what it's all about, man. So
And I think that, I don't know, in my opinion, I think that's what like your 20s is like trying to find your purpose.
yes.
And sometimes it goes into your 30s.
Oh,
and
I'm
like,
still looking.
Yeah.
you search it till you
I'm
find
floating
it.
like a mug.
But I like you saying that clicks where it's like you're born and the day you find why. Like I feel like that's what a lot of us are missing is that why.
Why? Yeah.
And when you find out that why, it just is it like there's a part of you that's like you feel a little bit more complete.
Man, it all lines up.
Yeah.
But it's something to say about like if now I got took on my road to purpose started way early. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was young, dumb, full of cum, messed around. There was no guidance. There was nothing. So I'm out here just freewheeling and dealing, and I mess around, got with somebody, and my road started way early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I didn't really get a chance to learn in my 20s like I would have liked to. You know what I'm saying? Like I already.
You
put
jumped in
myself
way too early.
Way too, literally, right?
Yeah.
So
You touched the hot coal.
man, man,
You squeezed that hot coal, dog. Burn your whole hand.
So
It's not burning yet.
yeah, you still good now. You still good.
What's that sizzle, bro?
So, every time I tell somebody, you know, as far as like how I started and where I got to, I share with them something else that another mentor told me, and it was something like it was so simple, but it was so profound. And he had said, in order to be old and wise, you got to be young and stupid.
You learn from
You have,
mistakes.
like, how else you gonna learn certain things if you
Unless
don't go
make
out
mistakes,
and you
man.
gonna make mistakes. You go, you know, do this and it goes the wrong way, and you're like, it's just like I said with the hot cold, same. thing.
Yeah.
You're saying we have to have a journey. We can't just get to the destination.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's
There's
not
no
gonna
shortcuts,
happen.
dog.
I mean, if you find it that way, I need you to write me a book because that is
Tony Robbins style. The shortcut to life.
I'm telling you.
I think that's the problem with you. Is that like we just want to get to the destination,
Yeah.
or we want
Is
to put
it-
that work
no,
in.
Is
like-
it
But by the
our
time you get there,
generation
yeah.
or is it everyone?
I think it's
I think it's every.
Everybody's went through it. Nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah.
Everything you going through right now,
reiterations.
it was going through in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Joy finally got enough umption to grab the mic and say something. So
She's with it.
you want to say something else? You good? Oh, okay. So every generation has gone through it. Of course, certain methods may change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
the same. Like
Yeah.
it's you know, it was a nasty dance that was going on. That's going on right now. It was one going on in the 90s,
Yeah.
in the 80s, in the 70s, and the 60s.
Teenage angst.
Yeah. It was a venereal disease that was going on now. That was going on in the 90s, the 70s,
Yep.
the 80s, the 60s, so on and so forth. It's always something. So
It's the cycle.
it's the cycle.
It's just
You know, so yeah. So I'll say, just to sum it up, like you just gotta just do you. Sometimes you just gotta just go through life. Make sure you have a. My thing is, religion. I'm Christian. That's something for me to follow.
Yeah.
Some people don't need religion. Some people say, it's basically on my daddy this.
Yeah.
Or
but you need a map.
well, some people that may be all they have. Like I got a homeboy who that's all he professes to. His daddy, everything his daddy told him is law.
Yeah.
Church of Dad.
Yeah, church is dad. You
Yeah.
know, so and that has gotten him to where he is right now.
I
Yeah.
feel that. It's like guidelines. You need some structure.
Yeah, some kind of something to follow. Because if you don't, you go out there and you get the lesson taught to you.
Yep.
You have to go through too many lessons.
You go through a lot more lessons.
Dude. So
You're stuck in school.
yeah. So when you got some form of direction, that journey becomes a lot more easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because instead of having to walk through the whole world, it's like, oh, I just got to go south. I heard that's the way.
Right.
I feel that.
Right. So yeah, man. So
I just stayed quiet this whole episode because before this, I always think like, what do I need to ask or what should I ask?
yeah.
And the one question, because I brought it up before on the podcast when you're not here, and I'm like, man, if I could be one person or like kind of be like someone or have the attitude of someone, I'm like, I want to be like Mo. I'm like, Mo just seems like he's happy all the time.
Yeah.
Like he could just take. I've seen people like get in his face and him just smiling and dealing with it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just like, just seems like he has it together.
Man, look.
But from like what you're saying, it's like it didn't just come that way. Like you weren't that person.
Not at all.
You know, it had to, you had to grow into that person.
Man.
So you weren't born like this? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
no. I got a couple of them Matrix chips inside.
You've been day one.
But man, you just see a lot. You have a lot, like, one, like, just let's say, for example, just to give a basis for everybody, I met Nasty Nez through my affiliation and Adrian at
affiliation
at Club Nokia.
Yeah.
This is the spot we used to work
Formerly
at back in the day. Formerly known.
I didn't
as
even
Club
know they
Nokia.
changed the name.
Right.
We all left.
Right. Everybody left. So
There's still people there.
It's a couple.
You recognize.
It's a couple.
Yeah, but
Have you been back?
I haven't been there since ever.
Since
I haven't been there maybe 2 years.
where'd we
maybe?
go to? We went to see DMX.
Ah,
Because it was like a $10 show. We're like, we gotta
Right.
go see
Yeah, they got
DMX
these
for
five-
$10.
yeah, they got these little $5 shows.
Yeah.
All that little
We're
stuff.
trying to go back for Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dope.
I'm like, after he had like a run-in with death, he survived. I'm like, it has to
Right.
be great.
Right, he
Yeah.
got
That,
to.
he's gonna have to go. Yeah,
But,
so that's what trying to get back to it. But
yes, but
so we met there.
yeah, so we met there, and like you said, there'll be situations where I'll be at, and it's like, you got all levels. Everybody always wants to, test the big guy.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I notice is that when you're a big dude, you don't get points for doing stuff big dudes are supposed to do.
See, I know none of this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm a big dude.
Yeah,
If I beat somebody up, it's not like, oh, you want a cookie? No,
Yeah.
you're supposed to beat that dude up.
yeah.
But like, if you get knocked out, you punk. You was supposed to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bigger than them.
Yeah, you bigger than them. What you doing? So you already calculate that as a lose-lose situation. So so your thing is like, okay.
See, I
How do I
got
do
nothing but upside.
Right, yeah, so you got it. Yeah,
if I get a lucky shot, I just knocked out a bigger
yeah,
dude.
Exactly.
If I get my ass beat, hey, this dude just.
Yeah, he was bigger than you.
Where the police at?
Right.
How many of them were they? Though?
Yeah,
This guy
exactly.
jumped on the
Right.
It's crazy.
So that's basically like that's where my mindset goes. That and I'm scared of jail. Like
me too, man.
stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't want to ever be. I've never been arrested. That's something. That's nothing.
I would
to throw
never
out there,
want.
but
Yeah.
when you look at the numbers and you look at my skin color's age, so on and so forth.
No,
I supposed to been
It's not a nice
already in
place.
jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to already been in.
Yeah, it's not
just,
a nice place.
Just doing the numbers. So like stuff like that is what I think about.
Yeah.
And on top of that, also,
You gotta go home. You gotta go
Yeah,
home.
you gotta go home.
I
You
gotta
gotta
go
make it home, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so all that goes, and it's like it's funny how they say your mind travels so fast, but all that is going on. So while you're dealing with the situation, so
Yeah.
you're like, all right, how do I deal with this dude? Like,
Because you're thinking about tomorrow and
Yeah.
tonight, and like
Exactly.
you're not just thinking about the moment anymore.
right? Yeah. Like now, I know their agenda is somewhere else.
Oh,
they're
definitely.
right there.
They're taking out something
Yeah.
else because
Yeah.
something else has gone wrong
Of
in their
course.
day.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
So and it just becomes life shows you certain things. You
Right.
got an uncle that went in. You saw your homeboy go in.
Yeah.
You saw somebody get their butt whipped. You seen a lot of things, and you like,
You
okay,
seen some things.
you seen some things. It's like, okay, that's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
So now,
'Cause you
how do I make sure that that's not gonna be me?
You can't afford bill and
Right,
and
right,
diapers,
right.
man.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
two things
Right.
that you can't afford, man. You gotta
Right.
pick one.
Now, don't get me wrong.
or a lawyer.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong, action has been taken. At a certain point, there have been things to where, these hands have had to do action.
You can
Yeah.
only turn so many cheeks.
You can
man.
only turn, only so many times.
Before you're right around in the same position.
Right. Like I said, it's black and white. Look,
Yeah.
I can be your best friend, and I tell this to everybody.
Uh-huh.
I'll be your best friend, or I can be your worst fucking enemy.
Yeah.
Either one. You let me know which one you wanted to be.
Uh-huh.
And that's what it's gonna be.
Good, dog.
Because I don't know how to. Like I don't play fight.
Yeah.
I don't do that because you
0
hit
to
me.
100.
Yeah, you like you hit me.
Yeah.
You gotta die. You know,
Yeah.
like because I can't go there. I don't know how to like.
There's no middles.
Yeah, there's no middle.
Yeah.
Cain and Abel
You
style,
know,
man.
you get to a certain level. Now, you know, if I was younger in a certain way and I was playful like that,
Yeah.
okay, then. But you know, I'm a grown ass man now. I got
Yeah.
other things, other mindsets now. So,
Yeah.
There's no playing no more.
hey, why I feel like Adrian about to like spit a floor right now? He got the.
He's got 16 bars ready to go.
He's got his
freestyles ready on the phone, bro.
Checking up on stocks and shit. Mostly my bets.
No, that's the new and improved Adrian.
That's new Adrian. It's been a minute.
I remember when he
he's
got the job.
Well, not now. He's just always on the
I
phone
love
checking
it,
his bets.
man. Hey, you change clothes. That's what he said, man. You know, shoot. But so that's the stuff that like all like, and it's just a wealth of stuff that I have and people have talked to me about and said and like I remember the first time I really got to that point where like I started to get it and like I'm gonna tell you I cried like a baby because it was like where was this earlier. Like,
I could have had this 10 years ago.
I needed this 10 years. Well,
Yeah.
I needed this 16 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of the things where it was like, man, I wish I had this now. I mean, then, you know, we all say, if I knew then what I know now.
Yeah.
You know, but
Most
And
famous words
the
everyone's
thing
ever
that
said.
sucks is when you tell the younger generation, it's like, it's not like that. and as soon as they get to that same spot, they try to warn.
Yeah.
They old as fuck.
Yeah.
You become the old heads, dog.
the old heads.
You
It's
become the old
crazy,
heads. I
yo.
told you so and so. It's like, man, we're the old heads, man.
I tell you,
Like you everything, dog.
Oh, man.
I remember my uncle. I can still to this day.
Uh-huh.
I remember telling my uncles because pops wasn't there, so my uncles was the ones who was there,
Yeah.
and I went and told them, you know, I got my, you know, my first mother of my first child pregnant,
Uh-huh.
and they had asked me, "Do you love her?"
Uh-huh.
I couldn't answer. I was just like, maybe. And this is where I started learning. It wasn't even a maybe. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like that's where I learned about that gray area.
Yeah.
Should I say yes?
So, and as soon as I said,
It's politics.
they came right out and said, "Don't have it. Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do it." They came right out, and you know, I'm like, whatever. I don't care
What do y'all
about
know?
y'all.
Yeah.
What you old heads know?
Yeah, what y'all know? And lo and behold, like that still haunts me till this day. Like, damn, if only I had listened. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, let's say I didn't listen, and I might be out here like Shorty Low with like 9 kids.
Because you were just like, hey, I don't love her.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It is
Next.
what it is.
Cromartie stuff.
From Marty, you know what I'm saying? So,
Philip Rivers.
man.
Hey, but he's,
Oh, but
No,
that's,
no,
This is the same
I'm talking
wife.
more
Yeah.
so Sean Kemp, you know, like not in life, you know, they everywhere. But, so,
Philip was like 12. Dog.
so you know, everything serves a purpose. So now it may be something to where like I may be able to talk to one of my younger homies and be like, "Hey, I already know what you're going through, man. Look, don't do it.
You gotta give him the gift.
You got to
Yeah.
give it to them, even if they reject, you know, they choose not to receive it.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
the best way to go about it.
Yeah, I got to give it to them. Somebody would have to tell them.
Because then you could tell them, I told you so.
Right.
That's
Well, no,
satisfying.
not really. It's just-
You did your part, man.
Yeah?
It's gonna click. Eventually, they're like, "Oh fuck, he was right."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just gonna be down the road.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't.
or it might
click on
never
the point.
click. You never know.
Man.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
Some
that's-
people just
Yeah.
off the
Dude,
rails.
I still got a homie from school out here still belt chasing. He's still trying to get them notches in the belt. So
Yeah.
that's his thing.
You
That's his
have
thing.
to, though.
yeah, that's he. You know, but that may be
That's his
lane.
purpose, I guess.
That
yeah.
may be his thing. You know.
Purpose is to
You know,
We all
spread.
found the purpose.
He's Johnny
I'm
Appleseed.
telling you, right?
He's Johnny Appleseed.
So, yeah, so that's what it is, man. So
Yeah.
like, you know, but
It's understandable, though.
it's you know, it's funny hearing that. Like every time I hear that, because I hear it a lot,
Uh-huh.
and people will say, "Man, you know, you should write a book," or "Man, you know, I cut my phone off intentionally because a lot of times I'm always getting somebody texting me, hitting me an email, letting me know something, and this was important to me. Like just so you know, my kids are supposed to be asleep right now. It's 8:00 right now. They supposed to be asleep in the bed. We actually supposed to be having quality time, you know what I'm saying, chilling, drinking our brew, Now, I'm hoping, the quality time we had before has,
carried over
a little bit.
Got in some credits.
Yeah.
You paid the dividends?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Or you're going to have to pay later.
I'm going to have to pay later. There you go. So
credits and debits.
Credits and debit system.
Yeah, but this was important to me because I definitely want to get in some good fantasy talk before the season because the season is upon us tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's first game.
It's good to talk and it's always great to trash talk.
Oh,
that's like about the best parts of fantasy.
Me and Mo are playing each other, right?
Yeah, I think we. You guy, don't I?
No,
I think
the new Browns is me.
Oh,
yeah, the new Browns is him. Yeah,
I
know you was scared. That's what. That's what he was doing on his phone, checking all the lineups.
I was checking the baseball scores. They lost. The Royals lost.
Oh, damn. Hey, didn't Kershaw come back earlier?
Friday.
He's coming
Friday.
Oh, he's coming Friday now.
yeah.
Man, dude about to kill himself, man. He need to go ahead and just stay healing.
Yeah.
Did you bring him back for the playoffs?
Exactly.
No, they're trying to get him back into rotation.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him right.
They're just trying to get him for the last Vince Scully games.
Yeah.
They already made playoffs. Frisco.
Out of respect,
They're gonna get in. Yeah, they're gonna get in there, man.
So you get a lot of people asking you the same questions, like how can I be more like Mel?
Well, I wouldn't. That's came up, rarely, but it'll be like, how did you go about doing this? Or
they come to you like for advice,
right?
And stuff.
Because I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah,
Right.
You got that vibe, man.
Yeah, it's a very genuine vibe.
Yeah, then that's something I got from my mentors, people who talk to me, and then it's always been like a general thing I've always had, like
You choose mentors?
yeah, well, just the whole thing of just emoting,
Okay.
just saying certain things and speaking who I am and
This is what I'm about.
this is what I'm about. And the only thing now is I have something more to talk about.
Yeah.
I got a couple of more experiences I can speak on, so on and so forth. Beforehand, all I can tell you about was Pop-Tarts, video game, and porn. So my themes was like
Gospel right now.
So you're saying that's not a good arsenal to have?
not at the time. Well, at the age, I was Confucius of all those, but
A wise one.
you know what I'm saying? But you get to a certain level. If those are your same levels of conversation, you've kind of missed the mark. You missed the bus, you missed the train, you missed the plane, you missed everything.
Yep.
So now it's like you got to start, plugging in those chips, getting those things in, and it ain't always about reading books. I read books.
Yeah.
But it's not always about reading. Some things just may be life experiences.
Yeah, life experiences help
Book
out a
smart,
lot.
Street smart,
Yeah,
man.
you can get so much training for a job, but you ain't really gonna click unless you get that on the job training.
Unless you do,
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
known.
yeah, so and it just works. It just it works better to do it that way. So what is the thing they say? Those who can do, those who can't teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those who can't teach.
Right. Yeah.
Those who can't teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's just something that I've always kind of naturally had to just kind of speak. And I try not to do it all the time because, you don't want to look like a know-it-all. You don't want to look like a boisterous person. You don't want to look like a person that just...
Unless you know it all.
Unless you know it.
Unless you know it all.
Unless you know it. But then,
you feel me?
Yeah.
you kind of become annoying. Like, look
Yeah.
at
It's like, who's this guy?
Yeah,
That can happen.
Yeah.
Not to all of us, but it can happen.
like, you know what I've started to do now? Like, I may think of something, but like what I'll say is like, one of my boys told me,
Oh.
or I got this from a book,
Yeah.
or so on and so forth, because it comes with a little more weight.
Yeah.
As opposed to like just being, well, this is what I think.
Because you're giving them that like expert without that expert, like, but you're the expert. You feel me? But no one ever likes being like, oh, I'm an expert, so let me let you.
I took Mo's advice. It's like I took a third party advice.
Let me school you on some right now. You guys said you go like, I heard this.
I do that shit all the
people
time.
Hate, they don't want to give it to you.
No, I say Adrian's the expert, dog. Follow my lead.
Yo, that's how I live my life. I tell people they should let me live their life for them.
I'm certified.
I'm not as humble as most cats.
I'm hungry.
I'm out here, dog. Trying to make a name for myself.
That's what's up, man. So it you know, it happens every now and then where just somebody else, you know, hit me up and I don't have that answer. I don't have the answers all the time. Like sometimes it'll be like, dude, I don't even know. Like, you know,
tough break.
Like, that's something I've never been through, you know.
Yeah, so check Google or ask Jeeves.
Yeah, please ask Jeeves.
That's my boy Jeeves.
Yeah, ask Jeeves, or you know, or sometimes I just tell people, man, go do it. You know, go do that. You know, it's either gonna work out or it's not. You know,
let me know, though.
Let me know.
So I have more
to my research and tell me the results.
Right.
You need a guinea pig, man. Sometimes
absolutely.
Like, you be that man. You cross that frontier.
Absolutely. So you know, but it's a good life. You know, it's good to be respected. You know
but I think a reason people and myself say this is because I feel like it's like you have someone else with you. I feel like you're like spiritually fulfilled. Not only like you're already like emotionally, you already know it, but you also like it's like you're walking around with God because you like you've said it earlier. Like you know you're not there by yourself. You're there, and you're also like your spirit is full of God.
Oh yeah.
So he's not a heathen, though.
No. Man, I can't look. I can't even let that go through with
without stopping.
Yeah, I got to pause you on that one. Let's say I'm a heathen saved by grace.
Reformed.
Yeah, reformed. I'm still working on it. Still trying to fight the good fight.
That's all you can do, man.
Yeah. So, and that's true. It's really true. It's times where I recognize that it's me.
Yeah.
But it's more often that I recognize that it's not me. Like, honestly, I don't even think it's me talking right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more so my man getting himself and me and saying something that needed to be said.
Yeah.
You know, at least the good stuff. You know, the little stupid stuff, of course, that's probably me. But,
the funny stuff is you.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah, you did, yeah. Okay, I see that. But yeah, so because it's, you know, because I wasn't born with it. They ain't one.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that I had.
You sought it out.
Yeah, somebody gave it to me. I wound up going to look for it, like you said, seeking it out, and somebody, you know, blessed me with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, there's no book. I haven't found a book on life.
That's what they say. You can't create matter. Matter, it just changes.
Yeah.
So it gets passed around.
Yeah.
You can't create or destroy matter.
Yeah, man. So
that's science, dude.
I'm just real
dropping
talk.
it.
Real talk. It'd be like,
and that's pretty much what you're saying. It's like it didn't get created. It was given to you, so it got passed to you.
Yeah.
Just like you're gonna pass it to somebody.
Exactly.
And it's gonna keep being around.
Exactly.
It's not gonna get destroyed, and it's not gonna get created. It's gonna get passed to somebody, and it's gonna keep going that way.
Exactly. Man,
I feel that.
I couldn't agree more.
So what you're saying is it's okay to grow up and change. You can't just be the same Pop-Tart eating, video game playing, animal.
You know, unless that's your lane. You know,
for life, that's your purpose.
Hey, that's your purpose.
To watch porny Pop-Tarts.
Hey, that might be your thing. You know,
if that's your thing.
Yeah,
is it bad that I'm not hearing a negative in that?
It's sounding pretty sweet right now.
I'm telling you, true. Look. It's sometimes I envy the bum that's out on the street.
Simple life, dog. Simple.
That's human. That's human nature. To always, the grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah, like
you're always seeking that other side, but occasionally when you get to the other side, it ain't there.
Well, it's because there's no side without problem.
Yeah, there's no side without problems.
No side without problem.
It's just how you're able to cope with them.
You're there.
Exactly.
So you're there, then you're like, oh, so these are the problems that come up with this.
Exactly.
Right.
There's no problem free.
Better
There's no
paying
Hakuna
job,
Matata,
a
dog.
lot more
Right,
responsibility.
Hakuna Matata does not exist, but in Disney movies, dog. Why can't we get Hakuna Matata, dog? I
Go ahead,
wish.
play with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, yeah, man. So.
I like how it gets serious because, like, usually most of the people that come are our age, so we don't
silly
ask them
people?
because we're like they don't got the answers. But I'm always here.
I'm wiser than all those people, dog.
Mo, you might tell us the secrets of life.
Sensei,
No,
dog.
we got you.
Hit me with a senpai, dog.
Now, see, this will be me talking. Hey. I do not smoke, so I ain't gonna finish it.
No, you're just really into music.
Right. I'm really into music, right? Right.
That's right. We all got loves,
I'm
dog.
telling you. So, man, secrets of life. Jeez.
I mean, I think you've been saying them. Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
I was like, you've been
been
talking about
right.
it.
Things you say click, and it's like that's exactly like things I hear from people tell me. Things I think about. It's like they make sense. Like
right.
like they're just said in different ways. Like you're
Exactly.
basically saying like it's okay to change, and if like people don't change with you, that's not your fault.
Oh, man.
Exactly.
It just happens, you know.
Dude.
Like, but you can't make yourself stay the same person because
Absolutely.
hey, maybe that's not the way you should be. That's not your lane. Like
Exactly.
you got to keep going to where the path is going,
And that'll only create
don't be scared.
depression,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Like, I don't see that happening to y'all because you guys are kind of tight. You guys got a unit. And
Yeah.
you guys kind of came up at us in a certain way. Like, but in my situation, like, it's easy for me to make friends, but it's also a thing to where I don't really lose sleep over losing friends.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like it's
Well-
easy to make friends, but they're not deep friendships.
yeah.
And that's
It's
that's
like
how I
acquaintances.
was, honestly, before
Yeah.
I met before we started doing this podcast.
I think because I'm Arthur's idol, like he always looks up to me. You know?
I just think you're cute, bro.
I'll take that. Though.
We're speaking facts right now, bro. We're speaking facts right now.
You know, that's real mature of you, sir,
Yeah.
to be able to emote that, man.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
nice. You might have just taught me something.
Yeah, but I think that has to do because we're guarded people.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
I think like
Because when I've said it on the podcast many times that Nestor would say that me and him were best friends and stuff, but
Yeah.
I was so guarded that I didn't give him that.
Right,
Like I would be
right,
like,
right,
"Yeah, we're
right.
friends, but like
Right.
we're not there yet, bro."
Yeah.
I know that old trick though.
what are we? We're getting to know each other, bro.
Because I'm funny, so I make friends easily,
Mm-hmm.
and it's easy to create a lot of friendships, but they're usually situational about like who I'm around, and that's who's gonna be my friend
Exactly.
at that point.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
these three guys are the only ones that have actually kept up with my shit. So it's like,
Well, I think
We've seen
maybe
him
because
do things though.
I got dirt. I got dirt on
You
him.
just thought everyone was your friends.
Right.
It's not until the tough times come around that you know who really are
There
your
you go.
friends.
Yeah.
Tough times, time reveals, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not till you're really like in the deep of it where you look around and you see who's still there, and then you're like, okay, so these are my friends.
Yeah.
And everyone else was just like, they were there for the good times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Reasons and seasons is what I like to tell people.
mhm.
Yeah.
That's
It's like-
reasons and seasons,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like
Yeah.
it's the reason why these people in your life, and it was a reason why they were only in your life for seasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I had half a penny for the seasonal friends that have been in my life, like I might have to throw my money in with him, but it's not,
We finna get rich
we can
quick,
take over
dog.
the world. Yeah,
We finna get rich quick, dog.
done because it just happens.
Yeah. No, it does.
because and I know a lot of times it won't even be the other person. Sometimes it's me
Yeah.
because sometimes I might my thing may not be what their thing is, so the disconnect happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's when it's like, all right, you go do you, and I'm gonna go do me. And
Yeah.
Because either
Well, it's
what
just
it
because
is.
we're all constantly changing. Never,
Right.
and no one's ever just staying the same.
Right.
I mean, you just listen to the podcast. It's like us who we used to be, or who we used to be a couple years ago, is not maybe who you are now.
Not at all,
I mean,
yeah.
there's parts of you that still stay the same,
True.
like the core parts, but a lot of parts of you just keep changing. You're going through different parts of life, and different things affect you different ways, and people come in and out, but you're constantly changing, and the people are changing around you. There's a rotation in the door, but the real people, the guys that are like that know you,
Right.
they're sticking around. There's a gravitational pull to you.
Absolutely.
they either pivot with you or accept your pivot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it is. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
either they're willing to they're gonna go on the same pivot as you,
Yeah.
or they're just willing to be like, all right, I understand the pivot and I accept the pivot and it's cool. Like I'm not gonna make you not pivot that way.
Right.
Yeah.
And they let you be you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like currently, and this will probably be my situation for the rest of my life. My best friend is my wife.
Yeah.
And my best friends after that are my children. Like that's who I get along with. That's who I rock with.
Squad, man.
Yeah,
They're gonna
that's my
pivot when you
squad.
pivot.
Font squad.
That's my squad.
That's
Yeah.
the font squad, dog.
Yeah. And then on top of that,
Did Mo just announce he's making a podcast with his family?
Never know. Man, look, my wife. I wish
Mhm.
people could really, 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 really just see the unmitigated ignorance that comes out of my wife's mouth and head.
I thought he was gonna go something
My-
deeper,
look.
profound. He's like, "Oh my god."
My wife is hilarious. My wife is a
Yo, I was
fool.
like, it's like, oh
My-
shit,
man.
It's like,
It's
Yeah.
deep, profound,
I'm saying, but like, as my wife has explained, it isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for See, I'm kind of different. Like, I share. I'm a fool. I put it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like that's me.
yeah.
But and I actually appreciate. It's a level of appreciation for that for my mom because. It's like being in that exclusive club.
And honestly, I think that's who you look for in life. The
Yeah.
people that appreciate you for who you are.
Yeah.
Who you don't really have to try to put up airs or anything like that.
Right.
That they see who you are, and it's like, well, they obviously think I'm cool and whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm a chill dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I kind of be kind of high if my wife was out here just tip drilling for everybody.
Yeah.
I need my wife to. I like
She
that
was
she
just funny
just
for
does it
everybody?
me.
Yeah.
She does it for me.
How dare you make him laugh?
Right, you know what I'm saying?
You only make me laugh.
Right. That's it. Like,
Stop stealing my laughter.
what the old boy say on Class Act? What happened to my pro Demeter? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was but and that's the level of appreciation that I have. Oh damn, man! She know where y'all live now. Oh, damn. But see, you might have a problem if you can't find parking. I ain't always gonna have that handicap placard.
Oh, did you guys have problems parking?
Well, no, and it's actually a funny story. So, I already said my name. I didn't say my last name though. So
No, it's all good.
So,
We can bleep it
No,
out.
yeah.
no, it's all good. But it's a funny story. So, if you've been to the fair, sometimes you gotta do that long walk.
Oh,
right?
hell no.
Oh,
I almost died the last time when I was
you
like,
know.
Let's try to do that walk, and he wanted to give up.
Yeah, you just want to be like, it's just
All he
this.
did is he ate
I got
his
into the
cheesecake.
Fair, I ate the thing I wanted to eat, and I'm like, I'm good.
I'm
I'm gonna find a
good.
place to
Yeah,
eat.
I
I
went
went
back to the car. Right.
I'm like, I don't want a goddamn thing else. I'm
Yeah,
tired of this shit.
good.
You would have died it
You
now,
know
bro.
what I'm saying? Don't take no picture of me. Don't do nothing. I ain't getting none of that.
That was like one of the funniest things ever.
I'm like, I didn't come for the rides. I came for the food. I
That's
ate.
it.
I'm done.
That's
It's
it.
over.
I think he stayed only towards the front, and then he was like,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah, I gotta go. So
I'm like, I hate people. I hate the crowds. I just want the food. That's what I
Right.
came for.
Right.
He's like, I'm over it.
But I think I was
Good.
over it because I had to walk, and I'm like,
Hey,
I ain't
that
doing
walk.
this shit.
I'm telling you, that walk. Look, but
Am I supposed to exercise his food off, man?
man,
Well, it's just like it's pavement. It's hot. There's just
It's-
crowds of people. And
Yeah.
you're just like,
Plus,
Yes.
he also had a sweater on, and like,
I did have a hoodie on, and
Yeah.
It was like, come on, man.
and I said, and look, my wife 5'4", 120.
Mhm.
Like she don't like to walk. Like that's a long walk. So
Yeah.
like,
And then to wait for the trolley, it takes like 40 minutes. You're
Right.
like, I'm not going to be here all day.
Yeah, so my ignorance starts to kick in. And I'm like, I noticed that, all the handicap parking is all up front.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
let them park or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, who I know that got a handicap placard? So I was like, let me hit up Granny.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Hey, Granny,
You ain't going out today, right?
Yeah, you're not doing anything today, are you? It's Wednesday. What you just gonna go to church? They already know you handicapped. You can park up front.
Yeah.
So she let me use the handicap placard. So now I'm like, oh, it's all good. You know? So
We Gucci,
we
man.
Gucci, right? We get there maybe an hour after the thing open. Handicap parking sold up. Like it's like all towards the front. It's all sold up, and then it got so bad. They had Pomona PD there, like at the line. Like,
Where's your limp?
you know what they asked? You got the registration card for the thing?
Wow, it got that bad?
So I'm like, hold on, sir. Let me see if I can find it. Knowing damn well I don't have no registration card or anything. But then I guess he must have looked like, okay, he's a fat fuck. He's probably old.
Yeah.
It's probably
He's like, is this registered to you, sir? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. So I was like, all right, well, cool.
Oh,
And
man.
then, like, I'm telling my wife, I
That's
don't know
like a double-edged sword,
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, I don't know how quite to take it. Like, is he looking at me like,
You know what? Fuck this. I'm parking the farthest
right,
away.
yeah, show you I can walk up. But then I was like, you know what? Okay, we got past. Be out. Let's go.
Yeah.
So now we wound up finding a spot over there. Everything was cool. But now paranoia is sinking in, and we kind of like, damn, we gonna come back. They gonna check the numbers. They gonna see that the placard doesn't match the registration
VIN number,
name and
It's
all
going to
that.
get towed.
Yeah, it's gonna get towed. But by
That's
that
fine.
time, at the time, what did we do? We pled the blood. We pled the blood over the situation. This is something that Christians say when we plead the blood of Jesus. So, but thankfully, when we got back, no
Everything
ticket,
was fine.
no,
No
everything was
foul.
fine. We had us a good time. Everything was all good.
Mm-hmm.
But we wouldn't have had a good time just in case when the time we got back.
Just
was,
in
you
case,
know, it was like, well,
gotta
let's
have
have a
a
good
really
time.
good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
The placards, they're registered to people.
They're registered-
Not the cars, but
No,
to
to the
people.
people,
yeah.
So you'll find. You'll
So
be
it was
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
Except for that person that could have had that spot. Though.
Right.
That's their laws. Though.
I feel
Hey,
like
he
that's
had a
not
good
it.
time.
So
Let's stick with those themes.
Yeah. So,
No, but that's the hustle everywhere. Dodger Stadium,
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't gonna walk all that.
Right.
Bring the handicap. Where else?
So here's the fast forward to why it's pertinent now.
Yeah.
So we running late. We coming from the church meeting, and I'm like, now normally when I would come over, I always catch the bus because it's just easier for me. I like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can catch the bus. I like the bus.
Yeah.
I like rolling, seeing crazy stuff on the bus.
Yeah.
So
MTA, man.
yeah. So we come over this way, and I'm like, dang, we ain't gonna have no parking. But then we look across the street.
Yup.
It's a
And it's
handicap
all
spot.
Handicap parking.
Yeah.
The VIPs
Yeah.
of the block.
And we just said, I was like, babe, you gonna laugh. Look at this. First thing we looked at was like, thank you, Granny.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
So we parked right across the street. It wasn't no problems or anything. Just hit the little store on the corner before we came. Got them some chips and little apple juice so they can, get their little turn down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we getting her ready for this. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You got anything else to say?
Go for it.
No.
She's like, everyone's looking at me.
Nah,
I'm
everyone's
like,
looking at me.
you guys blew up my
It's like-
spot.
I just slide in real
Blew
quick.
it up.
So, timing is everything. Being in the right place is everything. Like, how am I supposed to know that handicap spot is over there?
Yeah.
I'm not even knowing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's a
Grace
good thing.
and
So,
blessings.
grace and blessings,
Mm-hmm.
man. And that's
Reasons and seasons.
reasons and seasons. I trip you not. This is how things work out, like all the time. Like for me,
Yeah.
like it's a struggle at times, and then all of a sudden, a check come in the mail,
Yeah.
or somebody got some groceries, or somebody wants to take care of a bill, or a credit comes up that you don't even think of. You forgot.
Yeah.
You totally forgot about.
Yeah.
And like it just happens like that, and I'm so thankful for being in the space I'm in now. It's just it's awesome. So yeah, man. So it's all to the good right now.
That reason, man, that purpose, why things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the key, man.
And that's a great place to like be at.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I don't know, you said a lot of great things. I think I was just listening. I'm like, oh man, I was looking for some of those answers.
My bad.
Oh, you get it.
But you know what? Just to get away from, because this was all kind of serious, but I feel like some of us needed that talk. At least I did.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, hopefully people who listen, because I mean, everyone's around our age or a little, maybe even younger.
I think it'll benefit people.
I think
it's a good talk.
Everyone, there's something they could take away from that.
Yeah.
But we can't have you come all the way over here and not talk about. Give us some other stories.
Right,
So, you know,
right.
we could start off with food and it can move out from there. Like, have you tried it? Like, earlier you said you had a carnita story.
Oh yeah, man. So my wife is basically, you know, she loves tacos. If there was a food chain group that my wife follows, is bacon, beer, tacos, and then
That's hype.
It's just whatever it may be.
Those are like
on her
basic
head.
food groups, though.
And chicken. That's kind
Those
of
are like basic
holy
food
grail.
groups.
Yeah, that's her holy grail. So
That's a good time.
that's a good time. Oh man, I got a great one.
You can't even go wrong with any of those.
Right?
Let me just speak on my wife. So Kanye West asked this question in a song a few years back. How does he stay faithful in a room full of hoes? Because a lot of times I'm around a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of my profession, a lot of my jobs, and a lot of things I do. I find myself around a lot of women all the time. And the question, how does he stay faithful? He has a great wife.
Yeah.
That's really how it happens. Like, you can see
when you see what you can lose.
Yeah, you know what you lose.
Like, yeah.
And I know I got that wife to where if I was to do something, I might wake up with a vagina. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I might, you know, I might not have my
Hack-a-Shack, dog.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. Straight Lorraine.
Hack-a-Shack,
Lorraine
dog.
Bobbage. You know, so like
Bob it.
Yeah. So so knowing that, like more education.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Learning.
knowing that or whatever, and then knowing how good I have it.
Yeah.
You know, like I know some dudes out here struggling with their girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Struggling. So like,
it's a common thing,
it's a
dog.
common
You know, women,
thing.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? So, and not to say that we don't have our difficulties, because we do.
Oh, most definitely.
We have our difficulties.
Yeah.
all
I have
the
a
time.
few, you know.
Yeah, you know.
A little bit, yeah.
Mostly because we're not the same, and we got different thoughts and so on and so forth. But when it comes down to it, you know, we got a common goal that we do, you know, run up on. So knowing that we have that, and the whole 80-20 thing, and the whole, you know, just knowing what I have with her, I wouldn't even want to even go through with.
It's not worth it.
It's
It's not worth it. No.
It's not worth
Yeah.
it. It's not even, you know, even in any level, physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally.
Right.
Like,
Well, because then there's also that guilt
it's
that
the-
yeah.
yeah, I do, man.
Because how could you be like that with somebody that you're so emotionally attached to, and then all of a
Right.
sudden, that's when you start seeing distances in relationships.
Right.
Unless there's something missing in you that, like...
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
if you're
feel guilt.
sociopath, there's
you're a killer,
bro.
There's nothing
like
to it.
Dexter. You know what I'm saying?
Some of us have a gift. Some of
Oh, man.
So I say all that to say, like, you know, my wife makes things easier for me. And as many a time she just, you know, she pays off. She shows me that I made the right choice many times. My wife's sitting here with me right now. She could have been like, babe, I'm real tired. Or she could have been like, babe, you know, if you're really trying to go, I can drop you off, and then you can kind of get
Figure
home.
it out. Yeah.
You know, first thing I did is ask, hey, is it cool?
No,
When she said it was cool, all right, are you down? When she said she was down, that's just another thing like, man, I got a good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Understanding, man.
yeah, 'cause who's finna go to a place that they really have no idea about?
No.
Never been on. I don't think she's ever been on this side of town.
Yeah.
Right. So like for her to come over, you know, and come and chill, you know, so on and so forth, it's like
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome for
It's
me.
like who has someone who's like, hey, do you want to go to a hot garage and just like sit around and listen to us talk for an hour?
Right.
A bunch of weak ass 20-year-olds.
You want me to just drop knowledge on some 20-year-olds?
Right. Now I'm probably gonna have to go get her some pastor tacos and a
Yeah.
beer after this, but you know.
Oh, you'll find within the vicinity here. You'll find
Right.
some.
Man, there's taco
Right.
truck in every corner,
Oh,
just
really?
like
Yeah, I know
they're
what's up.
predicting CNN.
You know, yeah, right. Yeah, let's get that going, right? Let's get that going. Shoot.
I was like, that's not even a problem. That just makes it easier.
Man, I would love that after the
I'm
club.
like, there's some women out there that'll just be like, "Oh, you're hanging out with your friends again. I'm so jealous." This and that. It's like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah,
man. What's wrong
yeah.
with you?
This is it. So, and at the same time, it also serves as a thing to where, like, you know, when, you know, let's just say you got some women who will be like, they'll hear you and be like, oh, hey, I'm finna go kick it with my homies. And then it'll be like, he ain't finna go kick it with no damn homies. He finna go mess with these broads.
Yeah.
But, like, you know,
Sometimes they know though.
yeah, sometimes. Sometimes they
How
know.
does she know?
That's another thing that keeps
Got a
me-
fifth sense, though.
She's figured me out.
So
You start checking if you have a tracking app on your
Yeah.
phone. They're like,
Yeah.
I've been bugged.
Yup.
Sometimes my phone blinks. I just be throwing it. They chip me again. Though.
You gotta know.
You got it, dog.
Just dunk it in water.
And then it just rice right quick, but
Not today.
But yeah, so I preface that about my wife, and
Yeah.
we were talking about the 4 food groups and talking
Yeah,
about
exactly.
Yeah.
tacos. So
sick talk.
so yeah, so my wife loves her either a carne asada taco, mainly a carne asada taco.
Yeah.
mainly.
That's the staple. You can't go
That's a
wrong.
staple.
Yeah, yeah. So she loves that. You know, give her a couple of limes to throw up on it. That's it. She good.
Classic, dog.
Yeah. So one day, you know, and I think it was kind of like a subliminal thing. I saw something to where it said,
Try some al pastor.
it said pastor tacos are healthier than.
Oh,
Something.
yeah.
Did you
Al
see that?
pastor.
Like a power bar or something.
Yeah,
Protein
some
bar.
stupid.
They're a protein bar,
Yeah,
that's
a protein bar. So,
You're like,
I
oh,
put-
we're gonna have to try this. No,
well, no, I eat tongue. I eat mesa, I eat-
whatever.
I eat
Tongue's
all,
bomb,
yeah. I eat the heart.
Tongue
all
is
that.
bomb.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So
I eat it all, dog.
Yeah. So like, so to her, you know, I'm like the black Andrew Zimmern.
I get that.
You be eating eyeballs and shit. Though.
I'm a connoisseur of the flesh,
I
dog.
bet.
You feel me?
Yeah.
If it's got a taste, I'll taste
Yeah,
it.
you
dog.
flip it right, put a sip of sauce on it.
You know,
I'll see
you
what's
feel me
up.
till you dig in, dog.
Yeah, shoot. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna get, you know, some pastor, you know, because it was in my head, and
Yeah.
I've always liked the swine. You know, I've never had no problem with it.
Swine is fine,
Swine
man.
is fine. So one that she seen and was like, "You got pastor?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I think I got like because it was Taco Tuesday and the tacos were $1. So you know,
Come up.
that's kind of our thing on Tuesday. Get
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday at Maria's Rico's Tacos in Inglewood. Shout out to Maria's Rico's with the bomb asada fries and all that.
Oh, I
But
love
so
Mexican meat on fries is bomb,
man,
dog.
dude,
It's changing.
That's
again.
my move now,
yeah,
dog.
I'm already doing. So
Apple store fries.
yeah, so he just messed. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's dang. I ain't never even thought of that.
I'm telling
Going
you,
up.
Apple store
Going
fries is
up.
With some
bomb. More
avocado
carnitas
and
fries.
avocado, some
Yeah.
sour cream.
Yeah, so
That's just bomb.
yeah. So that
King Torta does
we go.
those, right?
That's what I get.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
King
King
Torta,
Torta.
Al Pastor is just down the street.
might have to catch that when we leave. So
I
but
think they
yeah,
closed
so-
already, but
Damn.
next time you're
Yeah,
around,
next time I'm gonna find a truck or something.
Yeah.
So after so I go and get them, and she was like, "I'm gonna get a little piece of it." That's the normal her thing. She'll get
Yeah.
a little piece
yeah, let me
to
just
try, you
Yeah.
know, before you know.
That's just women, though.
That's like
Let
you
me
know,
have some of your juice.
right.
Can I
It's
have
the-
some?
Yeah, it's the whole, and it's the what I like to call food pimping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you know, I introduce something in a
Yeah,
way
yeah.
to where it's like, okay, let me see if you take to it. If you don't,
Yeah.
okay, it ain't for you. But if you do, gotcha. You know, so she ate it and she was like,
This is good.
you know, Yeah,
feel
so,
that.
you know, and
I feel that.
So now, you know, the last night we did it. It turned into, I got her the 3 asadas. I got my 3 pastor, and she had 2 of her asadas, and we exchanged a
There was
taco.
a switcheroo going on.
You know, so now it's probably we just gonna be just gonna be eating swine all over.
Yeah.
You know? So
Swine's fine,
yeah,
man.
so she's into the pastor now, and
It's bomb.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
so
Yeah.
it's real cool. Like now, y'all can help clue me on this. So the difference between pastor and carnitas.
So carnitas is like pork belly, and al pastor is it's fried pork. So it's not necessarily the pork belly, but it's fried, and it's the way it's made with all the spices and on the spick. Because no matter where you see it, al pastor is always the one on the spick, and it's always the one that has the spices.
Like shawarma
Right,
type
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, good note. See.
and then carnitas is like pork. Oh, here we go.
Oh man. Okay, there we go.
So pastor, you see it on the spinny thing.
Yeah.
A part of the food history is that pastor was actually brought out from Middle East with the way
There
they
you
cook
go, the Middle East.
I told you from earlier, dog.
Mama
Yeah,
knows what's up too.
Okay.
And the carnitas, it's also the similar meat.
Yeah.
It's also the way it's cooked.
Mhm.
So
Right,
you
right,
gotta
right.
boil it or do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Deep fried.
Some people they make it easy. I mean, I cook it all. And I just bake it at the end. Just give it that little crisp.
Oh, that's then you get a little buttery taste when you bake it. I love that.
Oh man, we need to be at
Vinny's a great cook. by
Yeah,
the
I'm
way.
gonna bring the brews.
Come through, have some barbecue.
Oh man, that's
Last time you made some
Clash of cultures, dog. We just clash all the
Yeah,
cultures.
that's
It makes
amazing.
something amazing, dog.
I'll bring some sweet potato pie, some peach cobbler, and
what was it for the final? Vinny made some wings, but he also made some like bacon pineapple burgers. That
Oh,
were
Mushroom. No, it was just burgers,
Oh,
and
no.
you built your own burger.
yeah, and there was
You have
like
to build your
sauteed
own burger,
mushrooms,
though.
and there was all types of stuff.
I straight dug me up on the mushrooms because I love shrooms, dog.
yeah.
They trip you out, fool, plus it tastes good. dog.
Plus, Vinny's gonna be chefing all the UCLA games.
Oh, that's what's up.
Season ticket.
Since all these guys have season tickets now, they're all moving on up.
Hell yeah.
We're alumni, dog.
Transitive properties. We're all UCLA
Say, I graduated
alumni.
from the University of Los Angeles, fool, but mine was at California State. But it was in Los Angeles.
Technically not allowed.
We just threw in another letter. Fool. We
Yeah.
threw in an
Man,
S.
that's
We
hilarious.
rearranged it a little bit. Fool.
Hell yeah.
But nah, dude, food cracks. Bro.
Yeah, man. Food cracks are good, so.
Food cracks.
Right, but, I'm trying to think what other foods we we were just at the fair today.
What'd you guys have?
Oh man. So I mean, like, you know, and we go every year. So like I've done the fried Oreos, the fried cookie doughs,
Twinkies,
fried ice cream,
all that stuff.
Yeah,
the turkey leg.
Mhm.
I mean, the turkey leg is standard. You got to
Yeah, oh,
the turkey
definitely.
wrapped with bacon.
Yeah, we didn't do the bacon this time. We did.
Oh,
We
okay.
just did regular
Make
The corn I like too.
corn.
The corn cup.
Yeah.
The corn husks, those are bomb.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's good. Now, what I didn't like, and it kind of like, I didn't get it because it kind of pissed me off. It kind of took away the aesthetic of it. Now you know you get the elote on the corner with the mayonnaise,
The cheese, the
butter,
butter.
and the butter.
all that, whatever. So
That's fire, dog.
yeah, so some spot figured, okay, we gonna make it simpler, and we just gonna take all the corn kernels off,
Yeah, and they're gonna
put
put
it
it
in the cup, and mix it all together.
Yeah,
It I don't know, it kind of pissed me off. Like I was like, I like eating it
cob?
off the cob, you
Yeah.
know, in that matter. It kind of takes me back to,
The
a
street.
time,
You can get it from the street, from
Man,
the federal.
I grew up in HP, so
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
that kind of, that took me back to that time, you know,
Yeah.
being over there, so like it was like, I don't, that doesn't.
Do they
seem
do it in a
like
cup because they just drain canned corn and it's just faster for them?
That's probably what it is.
Some
probably
of them do.
See,
Some of them do, but some of them actually cut it in front of you and put the kernels in.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
see, I didn't know how.
Yeah.
To do it.
Yeah, I just know it just didn't look right to me.
Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
like
It's
you gotta get it in a
it's because
stick.
when you do it in the cup, you get a lot more mayonnaise, butter, and cheese compared to the ratio on an actual cup.
right.
No, it throws the ratio off, so it throws the taste off.
Yeah.
bro.
It's like a big ass bowl of cheese and mayonnaise.
Pretty much is what you're tasting.
Yeah.
And you don't get as much corn as you would in the other bites.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're tasting more of the additives than you are the actual corn.
But, but that's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
Uh,
I almost
good,
got rock
yeah.
with this.
So the good things was one of the places a couple of places I went. As soon as I came in, of course, you see all the regular stuff, the sausages, the
Right.
you know, the
Deep fried
ribs,
this,
all
yeah,
that stuff.
Yeah.
But we were going towards King Taco. King Taco got a truck over there or whatever. And now I ain't had King Taco in a minute, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some of these. And then they had a little special from the time we were there to where everything was no
happy
tag,
hour.
little happy hour type thing. So we look, and I'm looking to the left of it, and it was this thing called Indian fry bread.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've never had it before, but I've always seen and heard and talked with people that Indian fry bread is like, you know, the best. It's like really good. So then I seen they had like little ways you can get it. You can either get it like sweet style with like whipped cream and like stuff on top of it, or you can get it like a savory style. So then, the one I got was the Navajo taco.
Oh, okay.
Basically, if I had to explain it for a way for y'all to see it, it's basically a tostada, an Indian fry bread.
Oh, okay.
So they layer it with the beans, the lettuce, the cheese, the salsa, this little chili that they put on top of it. So it's almost like a taco.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think what shell could I say it is. Think of it like a, you know, the El Pollo Loco type tostada.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of fluffed up.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
but it almost has like the consistency of like a toaster strudel.
Oh, okay. I
okay.
see.
But
Yeah.
they put like savory stuff on
So
top of it.
it's
instead of
Like a
the
flatbread,
baklava
like
bread?
yeah.
Where it's like
Similar.
that crunchy.
But
Yeah,
it's like, but
flatbread.
it's soft though. Still, it's like a.
You flexing on us, bro? So just pop the shirt
Let me
off.
show off real quick, right? But that was fire. It was
good?
Bomb.
Feel
Yeah.
it, man. Like I didn't even. I've heard of it, but everything with it just made it.
Just
you know,
so much
good.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the best things is like it got over everywhere.
Mhm.
Like it was all different stuff, clothes,
Why did-
everything.
Why don't they just open up like a restaurant that serves carnival food
I'm
year
telling you,
round? dog?
I don't know why. Yeah, you
But
gonna
people
die,
will
right?
go, dog.
Yeah, people would go.
Yeah, because they go in drones when they go.
Oh,
out there.
definitely.
Can you imagine that? It's
I feel like people go.
I think
just
that's
for
the
food,
main
just for
thing
food.
people go
That's
for.
what I went for.
Yeah.
The rides are like, all right.
Mm.
They get this at Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly. You could go somewhere.
Man, I'm
The
six.
food?
I'm
I heard there's a
6'1".
place in Beverly Hills where it's like they like it's
I don't trust the rides either, man.
it's just like
feel
cotton
you,
candy
dog.
and
I'm
deep
too
fried
tall.
food, and it's supposed to like it's like this big bucket of like just cotton candy and deep fried food, but it's not like carnival style. It's more like circus style.
Nah, we need.
But I'm like, yo,
stuff.
carnival food would be fire.
Yeah.
I wonder if they talking about that place you went to with Michelle and them.
It's in Westwood somewhere, and it's like, yeah. Then they give you like it's like cotton candy and deep fried food, and it's like it
That's
comes
not
with a
bad.
shake and
Okay.
stuff.
Man, only thing
But
I know about
who
West-
knows?
Well, what's over in Westwood I be going to? Oh, my
That's
spot.
Fat Sal's?
Fat fucking Sal's. That's my
Brings back
Vin?
memories.
shit. Man.
Never been, but everyone
Oh.
tells me that that's the spot to go to.
Fat Sal's.
You talking about memories or drunken memories?
Pretty much.
shaky memory.
Online for Diddy Reese right afterwards.
Westwood got a Chick-fil-A now too, though.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Took over that BK though.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where the Chick-fil-A's at.
I just had Chick-fil-A last week.
Man.
Their sauce is kicking,
Oh,
dog.
that Chick-fil-A
I was like,
sauce
yo,
is
man,
off
it was
the
good.
Is it not?
Off the hook.
I'm
With
telling
that
you.
lemonade, it's like you just, man.
Ooh.
I was just like, the only problem is that one it wasn't enough.
The portions
Like
are
one,
too
like,
small?
I'm like, yo, this was too small. This isn't enough.
For the price, right?
Yeah, I was like, it was
It's
$7,
white people
and I'm like,
portions,
this
dog.
shit,
For
what
normal
is this?
people.
Right.
It's white people portions.
Yeah,
What's up with these normies, yo? I need like at least 3 of these to start.
See, that's why we do in the hood. We do Popeyes in Louisiana. You get the for $5, you get like a big ass tray of fries and 5 wings and a roll.
Yeah.
And a
Cakes,
soda.
though.
These
Like-
biscuits,
The biscuits. Yeah.
That's how you know they're killing KFC.
Yeah, buddy.
I fuck with Louisiana, though.
Man, Louisiana. Oof.
They kick
Man.
hard.
So,
Well, I think we've already gotten you here for an hour. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know what you know.
Yeah.
What, we don't want to keep you here. I don't know how much time you have.
I'm a fan of the show, man.
Oh,
I'm
thank
here
you.
to help, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pass on the word, the
Yeah.
wise words.
No,
These
man.
kids are full of like,
Yeah, the Book of Mo.
I know.
The book of that's actually that's
the
gonna
name.
be the title. We found the title. No one has to.
The Book of Mo.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys have any questions?
Good.
I felt like my question was answered. I was.
What was
here
your
to-
question?
So how to be more like mom?
He told me to have kids. Y'all kind of scared me.
I think that's what you took from it. He never told you to have kids.
What
Settle down, man.
Mo did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
So,
You're saying you should settle down.
I mean,
bro?
like from what I took from them, like
Kinda
you
scared
have
her, bro.
find your best friend. You know what I mean? To marry,
Yeah.
find mentors.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
learn
ain't gonna marry
learn
you,
from
dog.
your mistakes. There's a lot of good stuff.
It ain't
There's
for
a lot.
everybody.
He's looking at me like,
It's not for everybody.
hey,
I
marry your
was-
best friend. I'm like, yo, you know, we cool, dog. But I ain't trying to marry you, fam.
It ain't for everybody. I will say that, but with the right person, it can be.
No, I feel that.
So yeah.
I think some of us are still looking for that right person.
Absolutely.
I'm throwing
Yeah.
my nets out there. Oh, heavy.
Try to catch anything.
What's your advice if like you've been messing with someone for a minute, but like you kind of don't feel like it's going anywhere?
Right.
Do you let them go, or do you just keep
Right.
hanging around?
Right. You ain't doing nothing but wasting both of y'all time.
Exactly.
Run.
That's what we said.
but
But then what are you gonna?
we ain't moms.
I like to keep it stable.
But that's what I'm saying, like, but what am I gonna do with my time?
Hey, I ain't saying kill her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her be where she at. And, you know, keep cool relations, and then let's just say it's something.
But they want their cake and eating it too. You know, like they want like someone to go out with Friday night, but
Right,
they
right.
just
I mean, that's where it comes. You know, just playing it cool. Like you,
Yeah.
like you ain't gotta slap her, or you ain't gotta be like, look, hey,
Unless they
I'm
ask
holler at
for
you
it.
later. You know,
Yeah,
or let's keep in touch, but
Yeah.
actually keep in touch.
But you're
Yeah.
saying
Don't
like,
do the dude that be
but
like.
I'm saying should I just cut her off, or like do you just keep where it's at and like till you find something better? Like that's what I'm like asking. Like,
well, only you know the answer to that.
what's
Like,
the move there?
See, I don't know what y'all road is. I don't know what y'all have done. So, like, what I would say is, if it's something where you kind of like,
Where you know she feels like she's more into this than you are.
is it
I mean,
kinda like
I
that?
get it. Though.
Might be.
Look at me.
We're speaking hypotheticals right now, bro.
I'll say this.
Have you
Look,
seen me, Arthur,
If-
though? You see what I bring to the table?
Yeah, 'cause both of y'all got to be ready. If one is ready and one ain't, like,
Was one more ready and like wants it more than the other one?
yeah, like, well, you know, how it's not gonna work. So,
And if you can't see it happening,
yeah, it's-
So you're saying you don't like this person shouldn't string that person along? You're saying like
I wouldn't
Well-
say string them along. I would basically say,
I mean,
look,
just like cut it down to this.
Yeah.
Do I keep going with them for the casual sex,
nah.
or do I cut them off because I don't even want a relationship with this person, but I like
what if
the
you don't
casual
know?
sex?
What if you don't know for sure yet? Because your heart might change later.
the sexes ain't gonna get any better? So it's not. Well, I mean,
What if that's not the problem?
Look,
that's never been the issue.
I'll say this: communication is everything.
yeah.
Like sometimes,
Be truthful.
you know what I've learned.
How honest though?
I have seen dudes literally go up to women and just say, "Look, I just want to fuck,"
Respect.
and that's all I want. Now the woman has
choice.
she has the option to be like, "Okay, I respect that. Let's go do it." Or
Yeah,
"Nah,
but I
I'm
got
not
like
kinda
3
about that.
restraining
I'ma run."
orders. I can't do that no more.
Well, see,
I've gotten slapped around too many times.
see, well,
My chin
education,
in one of these.
Education, right?
There you go. So
that might not be the move for you.
That might not be the move for me.
That's not your lane, bro.
As opposed to saying to a girl, "Oh, I love you," or "We gonna kick it," this and this and that. Then after
what if you never tell him you love him?
What if you make a point not to tell him you love him? You just kind of don't say anything.
You just dodge and weave every time something like that comes up.
Hey,
And that's on her, right?
It's on her.
Because that's on her, right?
It's on. It's
not on her.
That's all I was.
At some point,
You.
either she gonna
I'm
make
the
the move
Floyd
and be
Mayweather
like, "I'm
of
not feeling
dipping
this."
and dodging the I love
So it's
you.
on her to leave now, right?
It's on her or it's on you, one or the other.
Yeah.
So so
You've liberated me.
yeah.
Guilt is gone.
The fact that there's guilt, that may be a sign of something.
But the guilt doesn't come from within me. It comes from outsiders being like, "Hey, that's wrong."
Oh, judgment?
That's the thing, 'cause they don't-
There's
they don't
people
know what y'all got
judging me.
going.
That's what I'm saying. They should stay in their lane, though.
Y'all make her, that may be cool for her.
That's
Yeah?
what I'm
And
saying.
they don't even know because
We can't know.
We're judged by public perception. We're judged by
Yeah.
what everybody.
I mean, if
thinks
she
is
keeps
normal.
bringing up like, "Hey,
I feel
where's
that.
this
Yeah.
going?" and you just keep Mayweathering her,
You just tell her like,
Right,
"Well,
hey.
like if you tell her like, oh, I thought we were just getting to know each other, that's fine, dog.
Yeah.
Like
a year later, you're still getting to know her.
Right.
2 years later, whatever the how
Yeah.
long it's taking. fam.
like I can honestly tell you,
We all have different paces, right?
like this wouldn't work with my wife.
Mhm.
This would it wouldn't work with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
If it was with my girl when we were boyfriend and girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. Like if I was to try that, we would not be married right now.
Yeah.
There would be no kids. I would probably be here depressed as shit. But
Still dipping,
still and dodging, still up here like, man, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
But
I'm a defensive fighter.
But
dog.
yeah, but if you got it rocking that way because either she don't know what she want because of her upbringing or because of whatever the hell it is.
Or what if you're just
Hey.
that dope that she's willing to like,
Well, that keep up with your bullshit. That too. Real talk. That's really what it is.
you know, that's not on me. That's all I'm hearing, though.
Yeah. She
Me
can
too,
only allow what you're offering. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
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 That's true.
And then
That's not- yeah, that's true.
I feel that, man.
Not many women would take. I
No.
know a lot of women that would
Yeah.
take that. I know some women that would.
Yeah,
You know, because they can't.
I know a couple.
What? yeah.
Personally,
What?
This is
I,
good.
I, follow this comedian,
Uh-huh.
and he has this saying. His name is Corey Holcomb. I don't know if y'all know Corey Holcomb.
yeah, he's fun.
Okay. So he has this saying, and I don't know if it applies to the woman or not, but he said that bad built women never had a chance. So like it'd be something where like, you know, let's say it was one of the things to where they kind of they may feel a certain way, but then they don't know how to like. I know some big girls who know how to rock it. We talked about them.
Oh,
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
def.
You know, but you got
still
some
haven't
women.
been there, but
Yeah,
we're making our way out there.
it's a new one now. I got to get the name for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Vlog it. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. That's the next vlog right there.
It's
you
the next
know?
vlog. We have to
Yeah,
go.
Put them on blast. And,
No, I'm with that.
Y'all gonna run it? Oh man, just stay out there with a bag of
Funyuns.
bag of Funyuns right quick.
Also, what a Krispy Kreme does you,
Krispy-
dog.
hot.
Shut it down, dog. Hot already, and I'm just not talking about these donuts, girl.
This is
I'm
good.
trying to glaze it up, dog.
Oh man,
What you want, cream filled? What you want, girl?
that's hilarious. Boston cream. Man, ooh, this dude.
He stayed out there.
Some fritters,
Yeah, he
though,
did.
dog.
You know what? Is it that time?
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, it looks like
Wait.
it's that time.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Most def.
well, thank you for coming.
Man.
Much
Thank y'all
appreciated.
for
Much
having me.
appreciated.
Thank you,
I
Mrs.
appreciate
Fun.
this,
You're
man.
thank
Yeah.
you. You're welcome here anytime.
Oh man, I look. Hey,
We'll
The
probably
Font
keep
Squad
inviting
is
you.
welcome anytime.
yeah, I'm. Hey,
Yeah.
like
The whole
hey,
squad.
Font Squad.
Look, you asked, did I know the address? I already knew. It was
I was
up there,
like, oh, it's been years, and he's like, it's Chavez, Eastern, and New York.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, he already know.
Yeah, I already know what's up, man. I love y'all, man. This is
Man, thank
y'all
you.
my boys,
Love
man.
reciprocated,
That's
man.
what's up.
It's the same.
I mean, not this Sunday, but you know.
It's gotta
man,
get a little
but
trash talking.
right. But,
I don't know if you noticed, but we've been we're putting updates on the this is the first year we ever do that.
Oh,
on
we're gonna
YouTube.
start doing that.
We
Yeah.
started putting updates on like how the week went and stuff.
Oh, really?
We just dropped one today, so you probably haven't checked it out. But
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
'cause-
do that. I'll be at work doing that tomorrow.
yeah. So we're basically just kind of like week to week keeping like how our fantasy team is, like how everyone's doing, how the league is going.
Oh, okay. I'm
Especially
So now
since
if you get
the
smashed-
majority.
yeah. I'm
YouTube's
blessed,
gonna know.
right?
YouTube's gonna know.
Jehovah Jireh. They're
Jehovah
gonna.
Jireh got smashed. Oh no, not good. Not good.
So now you know. So you gotta keep that. But thank you for coming. We're gonna
you,
sign off
man.
right now.
Appreciate
Guys, thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Nestor.
Liberated.
Adrian.
And Arthur.
And thank you to our guests.
Big Mo in the house. Love y'all.
We also
All
have
right,
Benny.
thanks.
Big Mo in the
Alright.
farm
All right,
squad.
so you guys have a good week.